I have a problem. My screen time has been crazy lately. It's bordering on an addiction. I simply cannot stop scrolling and I think it's time for an intervention. My daily average at the moment is 7 hours and 8 minutes. I am spending 10 hours a day on my phone. And my biggest issue is short form content, specifically TikTok. I waste so much of my life on this app, 12 hours to be exact, and I figured the only way to break this habit is to go cold turkey. So this week I am banning social media. I'm going to try and spend my time in other ways to see what kind of impact it will have on me. How hard will I find it? I've already failed the challenge. Great. And more importantly, what will my new screen time be at the end of this week? The first thing I noticed was I became hyper aware of sounds. I could hear every little noise and it made me paranoid, thinking that there was something wrong in my flat. It wasn't. I was just not used to hearing noise. I am about to go to IKEA, but the craziest part is I am going to go without my headphones. To most people, probably doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but if you know me, my headphones is like an extension of me. Basically like a limb. I don't go anywhere without noise cancelling headphones. So to go on a trip like an IKEA trip, which is kind of like a long, you're going to be a few hours, you're going to be walking around in public, to not have my headphones, I'm very conscious of that. I'm leaving the house without headphones, guys. It's getting wild. The first thing I have noticed is I'm actually a lot calmer without my headphones, which is interesting. Could also be because it's quite a quiet day today, so there's not many people in store. Yeah, that kind of took me by surprise. I thought I'd be feeling differently, but yeah, it's actually quite a nice shopping experience. I am taking it up a level. I am now eating in public with no phone, no headphones, just being in the wild. Not as intimidating and scary as I thought it'd be. Eating out in public, no phone, no headphones, no distractions. I think it's because it's quite quiet today. I think that's helping a lot. It was actually quite nice to be this present. But it wasn't long after that I found myself going on my phone. I find eating alone in public particularly challenging, so still needed the comfort of my phone. But saying that, if I'm by myself, I do tend to watch something whilst eating, so I don't think that that's that bad. I really feel like I haven't been on my phone that much, but I don't know because I haven't checked. But it just feels like I haven't been on my phone that much today. My screen time was 5 hours and 26 minutes. But as you can see, I went on social media a lot in the night, so TikTok is still my most used app, but this was before my challenge started, as I started the challenge in the morning, so I don't know if that counts. But you can definitely see a huge reduction in screen time. Day 2, and I was feeling good. I woke up early, was productive, and mostly working from my laptop. I thought I'd be bored waiting for my appointment without going on my phone, but it was actually really nice to just be and observe my environment. Not going on my phone encouraged me to do more productive activities like cooking. Now my most used app is CapCut, which is basically work because I use this app to edit TikTok. However, if you look closely, you will see, yes, I did go on social media at 4 a.m. The data has exposed me. I've already failed the challenge. Great. I sometimes struggle with nightmares and I can get really poor sleep. I have so many thoughts and I'm feeling quite intense things that I just want to distract myself. And my coping mechanism usually is going on TikTok. I find my biggest problem to be short form content because it's so quick. It's so easy and it's so like constant. It's kind of like a dopamine hit every 5 seconds. It gives you very little time to think or feel, which is what I'm wanting in those moments because I don't want to have these thoughts and feelings. It's like a really effective distraction, but that's obviously not good. But because that's been my normal coping mechanism for so long, I feel like that's going to be a habit that's a bit harder to break than I thought. I think my biggest challenge is the nighttime because that's when I tend to go on TikTok the most and there's not much else to distract you, right? I think my best way to tackle this problem is to figure out what is the root cause of it, because I don't think it's a case of just like not going on my phone. I don't think that route is going to be effective enough, clearly, because I've already failed it. Why am I going on my phone? Why do I gravitate to it in these moments? Figuring that out, working on that, and then seeing if that changes anything. I figured a good place to start is connecting with myself by being more mindful. My relationship with cooking has changed so much over the past couple of months. It's actually insane. I feel like I've done a 180 when it comes to cooking. I'm enjoying it a lot more. I actually find cooking mindful now, which is kind of wild because I used to associate cooking with a lot of stress. I wouldn't say it's still my favorite activity to do, but I do a lot more. And I think the biggest reason for that is I give myself time to cook. I think before I would either wait till I was absolutely starving, or when I'm doing my food shop, I wouldn't think about the meals or anything like that. So I'd come to the kitchen and be like, oh, I don't even know where to start and what to cook. Because I'm being so much more intentional about my actions and things I'm doing and my time, I've noticed it's made me enjoy cooking more. Not having distractions and giving myself time, so it's a much more calmer experience, has been really eye-opening. I think the main thing I'm realizing is that it's not the tasks that I don't enjoy, it's the environment I create when doing those tasks. If I have lots of deadlines and I'm really stressed and everything feels really chaotic and I'm scrolling a lot, so I'm overstimulated and taking in a lot of information, yeah, I'm probably not gonna enjoy cooking as much because I'm already crazy overstimulated and overwhelmed. But when I take away a lot of those variables and I'm just generally in a much more calmer, quieter state, I enjoy cooking more because I'm way more present. I have made quite a lot of it actually. The chicken curry. I did a taste test and it tastes incredible, and I'm actually putting some in a container to give to my neighbor. If you watch my second channel, you will know that I have befriended my neighbor, who is incredible, by the way. We kind of have this thing that happened quite organically where we just kind of share food. She basically gave me dessert, which was incredible. It's this lemon dessert. So I thought I would give her a little container filled with the curry. The best part of food is sharing it with others. I slowly realized that the main reason for my phone usage was a lack of connection. So I made some plans with people and it made the world a difference. We are gonna play badminton. I say we're gonna play badminton. I don't know how good I am, but yay! Let's do it! Wow, this is gonna go so well.
This off and outside.
What? Yay! Wow! This is actually really fun.
I'll let you serve.
Yeah, I'm serving. I like serve. Oh my god! What? Oh. The place that we met.
See?
Full circle.
It's American. I'm so proud and happy, you know.
And we call.
Oh, yes.
I found that when I was around the right company, I was so present and fulfilled that I barely looked at my phone. As an introvert, it can be so easy for me to just hibernate and get lost on my phone, but being with loved ones will always benefit me more. Slowly, I was noticing that I was naturally building a routine. I didn't realize how overstimulated I was and the negative impact that was having on my mental health. Removing short-form content made my life so much calmer and better. I learned that I'm actually a morning person. I love having a slow morning where I can take my time, getting ready for the day, and put that extra effort in for myself. It feels like an act of self-care and sets me up for the day in such a positive way. I also had more time to socialize and found myself exercising more by default. One thing I love about London is that there's so much happening all the time. You can go for a walk and find yourself randomly at a street market. I had never been to Broadway Market before, but it was really cool. It was nice browsing through the stalls, and there was so much great street food, and the people were so friendly.
This was not planned, but we kind of have a mukbang situation going on here. We went for a walk and then we ended up in Broadway Market and there was street food and there was so many good stuff that we ended up just getting anything and everything basically. We have
got
jollof
rice
rice with 4 different types of stew. Chickpea stew, broad bean stew, spinach, and we got some plantain. I love plantain. This is my personal favorite. This is curry mutton with rice and peas and regular rice, and it's spicy.
I absolutely love it.
And we have 2 samosas and some bao buns.
So should we have this as our starters?
Oh, I was just gonna go straight into it.
Straight into.
Listen, we're adults now, we can do whatever we want.
Do you know what? We might as well start with dessert.
That spinach, the stew, there's
right.
so many flavors. Spinach and curry, I love it. They had so many
It was so
good street food there. And also the people were really lovely.
Do you like it?
I do. This is the best I've had.
Really?
I think this is really good.
It's really nice.
Really flavorful.
This is so nice. This is really good. Spitalfield Market.
Spitalfield Market.
Is it delicious bit, yo?
The food has been so good.
I'm happy. This is so spontaneous as well. We were not gonna do this.
When you see food, you gotta eat it. Oh my god.
This is like teriyaki flavored.
good.
Broad Street.
I think so. That's good.
It's really nice. The flavors of the potato inside.
I'm not gonna go take a nap.
I was switching scrolling my phone with more wholesome activities. We decided to paint, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but always put off due to a lack of time, which I'm now realizing was just an excuse. It was nice to bring out our inner child for an evening and connect over a more wholesome activity. I could see a shift in my phone behavior. I was now using it predominantly for creativity as I was filming a lot for TikTok. My eyes hurt because I've been looking at a screen for like 8+ hours. I edited 2 videos today, 2 big videos. I've been doing this for a little while and my eyes are like burning. But I feel like I got a lot done. Yay me. Sometimes I watch like productive days in the life videos. And they look so aesthetic and they look so nice and they, you know, like move around, getting lots done. If it's like a work productive day and that work is like editing videos, like it doesn't look cute. I have been so productive today, but I look like an absolute slob. But I will say I have barely been on my phone. When I enjoy the videos that I'm editing, I tend to hyperfixate. It doesn't feel like it's hours and hours. I suppose it's how people feel about video games, right? People play video games for hours. Now I'm just gonna make myself some food and then shower and then go to bed and do the same thing again tomorrow because the editing is still not done. I was thinking tomorrow, should I like leave the house and like edit in a co-working space? But I'm such a homebody, so I don't know. But I feel like I should probably leave the house because it might force me to look more presentable than I currently am. Sometimes I forget. Like a lot of people can see me in this state. I feel like because I'm at home and I'm just editing, like, oh, it doesn't matter, no one's gonna see me today. Yeah, I'm vlogging it. And way more people are gonna see me like this than if I left the home. Anyway, we just like to keep it real on here, you know what I mean? I was only on my phone for 46 minutes. That a week ago would have sounded insane to me. You can see how my screen time was getting lower and lower every day this week. I now mostly use my phone for work and productivity. I went to bed at 10 last night, which is kind of crazy that I actually fell asleep naturally at 10 p.m. That's like the earliest I've gone to bed in like a really long time. I can't even remember the last time I went to sleep at that time naturally. And then I woke up at 8. So I actually slept 10 hours. That's a lot of sleep. Interesting how like I'm just going with my body now and my body just naturally goes to sleep at a certain time and wakes up at a certain time now. And that wasn't something that I was like training my body to do this week. It just happened. I feel like I've tried so many things to sort out my sleep over the years, and it's kind of crazy that the thing that really actually sorted it out in the most natural way was going off my phone. The biggest wake-up call was how much more time I had to do things which in the past I would have said I was too busy for. I realize now I was just making excuses for my behavior, and as a result missing out on so much. Life just feels better now. I was not expecting it to be this much of a difference, and it has been incredibly eye-opening. Guys, I'm not just saying this. If you were like me and had a crazy screen time, I would highly, highly encourage just going off your phone for a few days. You know how I would describe it? It feels like before me was like in a haze. This is a weird example, but it's almost like you're hypnotized. And so when you're in that bubble, the social media bubble, you kind of think, oh, this is normal. And you kind of become like a zombie to it. So your whole day goes and you don't even know where it goes. And now that I'm not going on my phone as much, it's like life just becomes so much clearer. It's a lot calmer as well. That's been very eye-opening because I have been feeling anxious and in a funk for the longest time. And it's crazy how much just going offline has had a positive impact on that. Turns out I did in fact just need to touch grass. It's the end of the challenge, which actually, if I'm being really honest, no longer feels like a challenge anymore. I feel like this week has been just huge for me. Now it feels so normal to just not go on my phone. I feel like I've barely been on my phone the last few days, to be honest. I mean, I say that, we're about to find out if that's actually the case or not. Okay, let's see what the average screen time is for me this week. How well have I done, guys? Oh, it's not updated properly. Guys, my average screen time is 52 minutes. It's down by 86%. Wow, last week was not good. That's crazy. 52 minutes on average, that's like nothing. I could easily spend more than that time on TikTok in one sitting. So that's kind of crazy. And my most used apps is my camera and podcast. And the camera is mainly because I film video, and podcast because I'm a podcast kid. And also the good thing about podcasts is because you're not watching anything, it doesn't count towards your screen time. It's all audio, baby. I feel like a different person in the best way. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see me try next. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you lots. Please know the matter, and I shall see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.